Hey, Sean, this is the second video in my creative exercises series of 10, maybe 12 videos. I don't know. I'm having fun with it so far. It's been a while since I made the first one, but I've been continuing to do the projects. I just haven't made the videos right as I've done the projects. And so this is video 2, which was designing a logo. And the challenge is to do just that, to design a logo for yourself, for something. And this is, going into this is my biggest weak spot. I know that I'm an awful designer, and even when it comes to like putting text on screen in a video, I always use plugins because I'm so bad at it. Whenever I look at my stuff, even with plugins, I'm like, is that the right thing? Like, I just don't have a vision for design. I don't have the eye for it. I can appreciate it when it's done well, but I cannot generate it from nothing. And so this was an interesting creative challenge to try it anyway. And so the lessons that I'm going for as I visited with this project went like this. Lesson number 1, do some research and find some examples. It was fun to look at some logos. So the logo I designed is for this series, the creative exercises or whatever. And you can see, not a good logo. But for me, that just trying was tough. And so I was looking at other people's logos, and to look at logos with the eye of like, ooh, I like that. I like that. Could I do that? What made that unique? Trying to find some good examples and see why I liked them was an interesting thing to walk through, and something that applies to my other work in some different ways. And if you're doing these challenges, an easy time for you to say, okay, this was something out of my comfort zone. How did research help me? How could that research help me in my normal discipline? And that's sort of the goal of all of these things is, yes, we're stepping outside of what you typically do probably, but there's some serious learning that can be done to make you a much better creative and creative professional if you're open to learning it. And so step 1 was research, and I learned a ton about how to do the research and what I'm looking for in the research. Noticing where I struggle, talked about that. Noticing where I thrive. With this, it was really hard to find a place where I thrived. What I found like I thrived in was in the research and looking at things, and I could tell what I liked and what I didn't like, though I still struggled to create something that fit into the category that I liked. I was able to quickly sort of judge things as something I appreciate or something that's not as much of a good fit for me. That's where I thrived with this. What would I do differently next time? I think with all of these things, the through line for me is I would be more patient. With all of these videos, with all of these exercises, as I'm stepping into different mediums and stuff with art, patience is always the hardest one for me because I want to go quickly. And with video, typically you can. There's no time for film to develop. I'm not waiting for paint to dry or anything, but the process of building a logo takes some time to look at it, to sit with it, to get your lines right, to do it again. And I found that incredibly challenging, and I wanted to rush through it and get it done, which obviously affects something the way that you would expect it to. But with my video, I've gotten so good, my habits are so good with so many things, I can move quickly, and I'm used to moving quickly. And I think I've adjusted to that as my baseline of like, oh yeah, when I'm creating this, I can pull all the pieces together and put them where I need to put them really quickly. And when I'm forced to slow down, forcing myself into that patience is definitely an opportunity for me to develop as a creative. How does this apply to your primary discipline? I already said that. Number 6 lesson is learn some respect for the experts. And man, people who can create a logo, and I've used Fiverr even a handful of times and loved what they've come up with. And some people just have a gift, and they've developed the ability to turn that vision into something that's shareable and that works on all the platforms. And my appreciation for a good designer continued to grow. I didn't collaborate with anyone on this. This was one that I just full speed ahead, so no bonus points. And how much better would it be if I didn't feel shame? I don't know. I think it would be a little bit better because even as I've talked about it, I am ashamed of this logo. It's not good. I'm proud of myself for having done the exercise, but I was impressed with the face that I drew. Wasn't fantastic, but I think it was pretty good for me and for my first time. This logo I'm not as impressed with as I was the other project. And with some of the other things that I've done that we'll get into in the next videos, this one left me a little sad. But some of that may be due to the fact that I went into it with my arms crossed and a bad attitude. And there's a lesson there too if I will just take the time. to learn it. So that's what I'm feeling with designing my own logo. And I hope you try it and have better luck than I did, or if nothing else, have more confidence and enjoy the process more than I did. The next one's going to be better. Trust me, I already did it. Have a great day or night or whatever, wherever. See you later. Bye.